I hear a lot about med school being a lot like high school on Reddit. Do you find that to be true? Y'all, I did not know how much drama was in medical school. Like, I be calling my mom, like giving her the tea, like, can you believe it? Like, I'm honestly at home doing my flashcards. Where's my straw? I hope this like isn't lopsided. It might be. I feel like ever since that I've been home, I have been on like a rampage of eating all the things that I've missed. The salty donut, they have really good coffee, you guys. So I think we're gonna do like a rapid fire question of the questions that you guys asked me in my last couple of posts. Okay, so I asked you guys to ask me questions concerning like med school, internships, shadowing, and whatnot. So I'm gonna be answering your questions today. I'm sorry, this coffee is just so good. Okay, it's question time. Oh, really quick, you guys. So I'm gonna be announcing my giveaway super soon. So make sure you comment down below. Comment down your favorite season to enter in a raffle for a free bundle of my gift coming out. If you guys are in school, I think you would absolutely love it. So yeah, comment down your favorite season if you want to win a free bundle. That'll be great, I promise. So my favorite season, just to start off with things, my favorite season is probably like fall, winter. I just think the clothes are so cute. And I mean, look at this donut. It looks absolutely delicious. I can't wait to eat this. I went to the gym this morning, and this is so counterproductive, but you know what? You only live once. You only live once. Okay, I'm just going through my comments and answering any questions I see. So this is by Veronica, and she asked, what kind of doctor do you want to be? I want to be a dermatologist. More specifically, I want to be a Mohs surgeon. And Mohs surgeon, like they get rid of the skin cancer, like actually excise it, do some surgery. So I want to be a Mohs surgeon specifically, but I love dermatology. That's what my internship was on, and it was great. I loved it. Okay, so Mabel asked me, have you been able to go to all the rotations like family medicine and peds? I know you've mentioned you like derm. Is that still your top? And what do you like about it? Have you thought of anesthesia? LOL. I feel like you fit that as well. Thank you, Mabel. Yes, so I have shadowed in peds, family medicine, internal medicine, OB. That's about it. I've shadowed anesthesia last August, and I do like anesthesia. Like, that's what, if you guys also know I'm doing a little bit of a research project too with here in Atlanta, and so that research is also within anesthesiology, so I've been able to see that a little bit. And don't get me wrong, I do like anesthesia. I just had to take one more quick bite. I do like anesthesia. Like, I like the idea of being able to see so many different things, and I also like that once the procedure is complete, like, you're done with the patient, you know? That's not saying I don't care about patients. It's just, well, it's nice. And they're asleep most of the times, so anesthesia. But I really like derm because there's just so much into derm, and sometimes it's like a puzzle. Like, somebody comes in with this rash, they have like no history of that, X, Y, and Z, and there's just so many different things in derm that I really enjoyed. I also like the fact that you can literally just take out someone's skin cancer. That is just so satisfying to me. So I really like derm because it's a very wide realm of things that goes on in dermatology. You're not going to see the same thing every day, almost like with anesthesia. Like, you're not going to be in the same procedure every day. So that's what I really liked about it. Miriam asked, how do you budget in med school, like rent, supplies, vacations, and maintenance stuff? Miriam, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still definitely trying to figure this out. I have a very bad spending habit. Like, as we see, I'm in my car with the salty donut, and I just spent $100 on home decor. Like, I'm awful. I just fake it till I make it. No, on the real, I did make a video about my budgeting like back earlier this year, and I'll put that here. This part with traveling, I'm able to kind of do that with credit card points because I spend so much money in Atlanta, like my rent and everything goes on my credit card, so I'm able to get money back that way. My research position, it's a like job, and I get paid pretty well with that, so that goes straight into like my little travel fund. And then my family does help me out sometimes, so when I get some money, that goes towards there too. So rent is paid by my student loans, supplies, student loans. Maintenance stuff, like I said, my family helps me out, so I do get an allowance, and for the most part, like my nails, my wax and stuff like that comes from my allowance, which is why like I also stopped getting my lashes done. I used to get my lashes done religiously, but yeah, maintenance for the most part comes from my allowance. Personal account 03 asks, how do you study in medical school? Tips for first years. I really don't know how to study for medical school. Like, I'm still figuring this out. I've just fooled everyone on the internet. Like, I don't have it figured out. I Anki outside resources, but I'm still figuring out like a study method. So I do like to condense my notes onto one page and like study off of that. Faith asks, kind of unrelated to pre-med, but kind of in the same niche. I'm starting college this fall, going the pre-pharm track and accelerated pharmacy program. Any advice on how to study more efficiently? To make a to-do list every day, like when I'm in school studying, and you have to prioritize, and that's the hardest thing. Okay guys, so I am back in my apartment complex. We're back. My camera overheated, so let's finish some of these questions. I think I was at, where was I at? So I was at Faith, who asked, kind of unrelated to pre-med, but still kind of in the same niche. I'm starting college this fall, going the pre-pharm track and an accelerated pharmacy program. Any advice on how to study more efficiently? So I always like to create just a to-do list, and I think one of the hardest things that you have to learn as a student, like I really don't want the maintenance guys to come over here, but they love to talk to me, and I really just like want to finish this, so please go through the door and don't talk to me. Like, I'm gonna be so annoying. I like to do, this is where it gets really hard. You have to prioritize what exactly you want to do each day. Prioritize whatever assignment is due first, which you know that you need more help with first, oh my god, please don't come over here, please don't come over here, please don't come over here. Which you know that you need to study first and all of that jazz. Make sure you prioritize those things first. It's very easy to feel like you have to do every single little thing all in one day, but like just realistically you can't, and that's completely fine. And I had to learn that the hard way. So I feel like studying more efficiently is actually being honest with yourself and realizing what are you like severely lacking in and severely not doing well in, and prioritizing those concepts first. And then also I like kind of like reward myself, you know. If I had a really, if I know that I want to go to like an event or something, then I'm going to study really hard. I feel like having that pressure kind of makes me work a little bit more efficient because I'm working towards something. So sometimes having a goal that's kind of written out or planned, I feel like helps me work a little bit more efficiently, because it's like I know once I finish that I can do this and whatnot. Okay, so Miriam asked, what should a first year medical student who is interested in radiology prioritize for the match? Oh my gosh, and we just never got to making the video at the program. Like, we were all just swamped and super busy. I'm gonna try to answer this the best of my capabilities based off what I've heard and stuff. I think I have heard that radiology like isn't super duper competitive like compared to other specialties. If you're, okay, so since Miriam, you asked me what should a first year medical student do? A first year medical student pass your in-house exams. Honestly, first year is when you build the foundation for a whole bunch of stuff. So as a first year medical student, you're thinking about match already, which is great because it's literally gonna go by so fast. Literally it all won't matter like if you fail your classes and you have to redo it, honestly. So as a first year medical student, my biggest advice would be to do well in your classes, to understand the concepts, the best capabilities that you can, because you're gonna see them again and again and again. And develop a good study style, study habit, study routine. First year is like the year to try a whole bunch of different stuff. So I think as a first year, like when you're already thinking about match in the future, just keep in your head that in order to get there first, you have to pass this very first step, your first year of medical school. And I'm saying that because, like, believe it or not, there are a ton of people struggle the first year, which is fine because it's hard. Like, nobody's been in medical school before. But you would be amazed, like, at, you know, how schools offer different tracks and different years for people who kind of need a little bit more of a help. And obviously, like, med school, you're taking out a whole bunch of loans, so you may not want to be on that, like, the accelerated or 5-year track or whatever. And I would just say really try. Not saying that people are on that track because they can't handle it. Like, people are on that track for a variety of different reasons. I'm just saying your goal as a first year medical student is to pass all your exams, and just to make sure that you are understanding the concepts and that you'll be ready for second year. So, okay, Buttermilk 555 asks, how do you balance school, friends, family, mental health, etc.? That's a great question, Buttermilk 555. I don't think that I'm the best at it, but I do try. I definitely have had to miss out on some family events because of school, and like even with the 4th, I was doing my internship, so I couldn't go to the cookout and see all my aunts and my cousins because they don't live here. So when I am able to go to an event, I do go to it. You know, it's really just priorities at the end of the day. I feel like I'm pretty good at prioritizing school first and foremost. It's everything else after. Like, I get lost in the sauce with thinking that I have to do school for forever. With my friends, I am pretty vocal, and I've gotten really good this past year with saying no, or with simply just not showing up without even an explanation. And think you have to be transparent when you're in medical school and you have friends and family who aren't in the field. Like, no, like I actually can't do that right now. I study the brachial plexus. Like, I got other shit that I gotta do right now. So I think first and foremost, being honest, being upfront, and offering some sort of alternative, because your friends and your family do want to see you. So I'm working on and trying to do better with like calling back and checking in on people and like initiating things first if like the first time I was busy and was like, I actually can't do this. So I think that's a really good way to balance it. And me personally, like, I feel like I'm very bad at that because I'm already like kind of an introvert, like a homebody. I like to be, don't get me wrong, like I like going to the club, I like going to see my friends and go out to eat. That stuff is also very expensive too, and like I don't want to do that every weekend. I'm in med school, like I'm in student debt, like I can't do that as often as I was doing it in college and stuff like that. So like I said, just being honest with your friends and your family at where you're at with life. If you have an upcoming exam, whatever, like I let all of my friends know I'm leaving for my internship June 9th. I will not be back until this date. So if we want to do something, time is ticking. So just things like that. Really, communication is probably the biggest, will be your best friend with balancing medical school and like relationships. Mental health, that's actually like really bad. My mental health lately has been really good, but I know when school's gonna start, I'm gonna have like the biggest burst of anxiety. So I've talked about my anxiety on my channel before, but I've actually made a doctor's appointment to talk to them about like different medications, different like therapy options, because like my anxiety just gets really bad, especially in school and in testing situations. And discovered this past year is that working out really kind of helps with my anxiety and helps with my stress levels. So like the literature is true. Not that like I absolutely never believed it, but I would be like, okay, I hear this all the fucking time. No, like Pilates, like I love scheduling my Pilates like once a week because that's definitely something for me to look forward to, and just like takes off so much tension and like stress and stuff from my life. So finding something as well that kind of distracts you from school and life, all the things that you have going on, I think that's really can be really beneficial for your mental health. Okay, so Nia Dance Lover said, my problem has been contacting doctors to ask about shadowing. Like most hospital websites don't have email, so I don't know if calling the office is like unprofessional or not. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a tip. 9 times out of 10, the doctors do have emails, and most of the time it will be like the acronym of the hospital. So if you're like at, I don't know, Forest Park Memorial Hospital, it might be like FPMH, Forest Park Memorial Hospital, like at FPMH. And then what I do, like, I literally Google stuff. I will just Google that doctor and that email. And because I have like a school Outlook as well, like my school works with a whole bunch of the hospitals in this area, it kind of like populates for me like the email most of the times as well. So if you're in school and like you're in a similar situation, I would just try like typing in your Outlook like that person's first and last name, see if it comes up. I don't think that calling the office is unprofessional. You just explain like you're a pre-med or you're a medical student, whatever student you kind of are, you're looking for experience, and you can do that. I mean, I don't think it's unprofessional. Like, I don't think I've done that, but I have definitely like, I've submitted messages into like the little website. Like, if you're inquiring for an appointment, like, actually, no, I'm inquiring to like shadow your position. But I actually like put my details in there, who I was, can I get a call back? Like, it honestly, the worst case scenario, they'll say no or they won't answer. So that's kind of how I would go about it, because most of the time, yeah, hospital websites won't have the email, but if you Google it, like, there's so many crazy people out there that just put people's privacy information on the internet. Okay, so Sakai Cat, I don't know if I'm saying that right. She asked me, she, I'm not sure, you're female or male, asked me a couple of questions. Could you go more in depth about what you're doing in your internship? Do you get to have real patient interaction, or do you do more shadowing? So my internship, I did it for 1 month, and I was in the Massachusetts, New England area, and it was basically like an away rotation in dermatology. So I was with like the residents, the attendings, the chiefs, everyone just learning about dermatology. Got to sit in on like their journal clubs where like they're going over recent literature in dermatology, board prep sessions, and it was basically like just giving you a taste of what life is like as a resident at that facility and institution. And it was honestly so great. I did have real patient interaction. A lot of the doctors, like, they know that I'm a medical student, and obviously, like, if I was comfortable and if they felt comfortable and if the patients felt comfortable, I was able like to go in and do my own patient history. I didn't have to write any notes, thankfully, because we just haven't gotten that far. Like, I've only done 1 year of medical school, so that wasn't really expected of me. Like, honestly, they didn't really have any expectations of me besides just showing up and like putting on a good face. And everyone was so great, and I learned a lot. I asked so many questions. I saw so many different clinical things and syndromes, and even things that I learned about my first year I was able to see here. So it was great. And then with some patient interaction, they like actually did let me have a couple of different experiences and trying new things. So it was honestly great there. I hear a lot about med school being a lot like high school on Reddit. Do you find that to be true? Y'all, I did not know how much drama was in medical school. Like, I be calling my mom, like, giving her the tea, like, can you believe it? Like, there's so much drama. There's not like so much drama because I'm honestly at home doing my flashcards. But no, like, there's definitely drama in medical school, and it honestly amazes me. And it's cliquey as well, and it's honestly just very crazy because these people are older than me, like, acting like they're in high school, and it's honestly just very crazy. But yes, it's true, especially if you're on student council. Like, you are prone to be in some primetime drama. I'd be like, damn, can we have a TV series up in here, like, pay off our loans while we supply all the drama? Like, come on. How have you dealt with anxiety that comes with trying to make yourself competitive enough to get into residency, especially since you're going for derm? This is a very, 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 very good question. I think you have to realize that where I'm at right now in my medical school journey, like, I'm not supposed to have a lot now. I literally just finished my first year. So it's that, like, just reminding myself that I don't have to take on so many things right now because I just finished my first year. Two, realizing that other people did it before me. Yes, it is hard. Yes, it is competitive. But I honestly think it's very attainable. I think anything that you want to do now that you've made it into medical school, anything is very attainable, because honestly, it's just the scores. Sometimes you have to take a research year, a gap year, and then you're able to get it. You know what I mean? think it's only going to be hard if I doubt myself. I feel like that I'm very confident that I want to go into dermatology. So it's like, I'm gonna do it. Like, in my head, the way that things work is like, there's no if what about it. Like, yes, I'm gonna complain about it. Yes, I'm probably gonna have periods of doubt, but I know at the end of the day, if it's something that I want, then I'm going to work hard to do it. And it's like, really, okay, the testing doesn't really give me that much anxiety, because if I fail a test, then I'm like fucked any other way. I'm fucked if I want to go into any other freaking specialty. Literally, if I failed an exam, like if I failed a board exam, then I cannot go on to the next step of medical school. And it's going to show up. So like, failing has never been an option for like board exams and tests. You can be scared, but it's not an option, you know? In terms of like research and all of that, I'm also not that super stressed about, and I don't know if it's just because like I just got back from my program. Like, I'm just chilling right now, trying to recover. As you guys know, I've already started on research, and I think it's a pretty big study that already has the potential for getting a couple of publications, right? Now, is it related to derm? No, but you don't necessarily need like just derm research in order to get into derm. So the fact that I've already started on that, like, that kind of has my confidence a little up with things. And then that's like one of the whole reasons why I did my summer program as well, because my school doesn't have a home dermatology department. So these programs are actually meant for like students to gain mentorship, like in just different opportunities like research. And I was able to gain research and mentorship opportunities at my program. So, okay, boom. So that's like 2-3 research projects right now, okay? And then I come from a family of physicians as well. So I feel like that I do have leverage for my family to help me in terms of like different things that I want to do throughout med school. I guess that's why I'm not too like anxious about it, because it's not going to be easy by any means, but I feel like I'm in a good position right now. I just feel like that's where my head is at right now. I'm in a good position right now, and my goal is, you know, to have that derm research done this semester. Find one. I probably won't find one next semester. Probably find one next summer, because right now my mind is gearing up for STEP, and that has to be my biggest priority coming up like within the school year. So I think too, maybe that's why I'm not too anxious, because if I fail STEP, then I might as well not apply to dermatology, right? So I think right now where I'm at with extracurriculars and things that I have planned up for the latter of this year, has me in a position where I'm not anxious about it, because I'm doing all that I can. I mean, it's like we have like 6 months left in the year. So even if I were to stay in this anesthesiology project until like December, that's almost a full year of me working on that project. Longevity. I mean, and if it gets multiple publications, how is it different from like 1 year, a gap year? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, I just think I'm in a good position right now, so I don't think I have much anxiety about it. And I think those were all the questions that I had. I'm trying to make sure I got them all. Yep, so if you guys like this little car chit chat, car Q&A video, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Once again, comment down below what your favorite season is if you want to win a free bundle of whatever I'm releasing soon. It'd be funny if I was actually releasing bundles and you were getting a bundle of bundles, right? No, I'm just kidding, you're not getting that, but I'm so excited to be announcing it very soon, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little Q&A. Like, I want to do more Q&A sessions and like kind of like talk to you guys more, have more of that like one-on-one personal feel. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.